Excited about the stream today. We got some really good games, but more importantly, we got the FC26 career mode deep dive. Now I haven't watched it. I have no idea what to expect, so we're gonna do that live here. I'm hoping it's interesting. Hoping it's a good one. I'm not even sure what I'm expecting out of them, but they'll say a lot of nice stuff. But let's see if it's actually real. But let's do a quick watch along. The FC26 career mode deep dive, and see what kind of what they're selling us. Let's say, gotta load it up. Let's watch this together. Let's see what it says.
There are a lot of new things coming to Korea for FC26. A brand new way to play called Manager Live, with challenges that test your ability to recreate
Manager Live
or complete themed objectives.
Okay.
Active manager market with sackings, caretakers, dynamic manager ratings, and unique opportunities to take.
By the way, can you guys hear the audio? Can you hear it at all? I think I know what's going on. Let me try this.
Let's talk first about Manager Live, starting with all new challenges.
Better?
Think of these as careers centered around specific goals or storylines. We know our community already sets these types of challenges for themselves, crafting unique narratives by building careers around certain accomplishments. With Manager Live, you'll now be rewarded for reaching those goals and be inspired to take on new challenges and create new stories. You'll see a variety of challenges throughout the year. Some might be short, like navigating 5 pivotal matches at the end of a season, or take several seasons to complete, like recreating a historic triple promotion. Sometimes you'll be asked to select a specific club or league to recreate an authentic accomplishment, or be given total freedom to choose your favourite club, ensuring there's something for every type of player.
This Manager Live thing sounds interesting. It sounds like what it is it's like a different mode, right? So it's almost like the live story points, but so it's not going to happen if you do like a regular career mode. It doesn't look like this is going to happen to your own career modes. This looks like if you do a specific one, they'll give you options to the things you can play, which, give or take, could be a good idea, could be a bad idea. It at least gives people another option. So when people start getting bored of career modes, because what's the number one question you see in chat or on Discord and stuff? It's what career mode should I do? What team should I play with? What should I do? This gives you some options. Now you can do, let me do the Man City Aguero goal. Let me do whatever, right? So, no spoiling, please. This is the first time I'm watching it. So please just let me experience it live. How about that?
You'll be able to have numerous challenges active at the same time, in addition to your other career saves. And if you've fallen in love with your team after you've reached your goals, you can simply continue playing that career.
Not bad.
When you complete a challenge, you'll progress along the season pass ladder, earning rewards across all game modes, including a variety of vanity items like retro kits, and something we know you've been asking for, new kits for your Creator Club careers. You'll also earn rewards for an all-new mode, Manage a Career with Icons and Heroes, which gives you...
Okay, I'm going to say this. If that unlocking of jerseys is permanent, so like they showed the Napoli jersey. If I can play Manager Live mode and unlock a Napoli retro jersey, and it unlocks it for all career modes going forward, so if I play with Napoli, it's available, that's cool, right? I don't know if you remember, I think it was back in let's say FIFA 19 or something like that, where they had that EA store type thing where you got points in the game and then you could just unlock boots, unlock kits and balls and things like that, and it stayed forever. If it's like that, then at least there's a reason to play Manager Live, because again, a Napoli retro kit or a PSG retro kit, that would be cool. That would be cool. I'll say that would be cool.
Gives you the opportunity to mix eras and manage some of the all-time greats. As you set up your career, you'll be able to fill your squad with any icon or hero that you've earned so far. And with the Ultimate Edition, you'll receive 3 more icons at launch to kickstart your careers. Manager Market is another big innovation this year.
So I'll say this, I'm not too finicky about realism, but I don't really care about playing with icons in my career mode. Like playing in the season, in 2025 with Ronaldinho isn't really, or Cruyff isn't I don't know. That doesn't really do anything for me.
and something you've been keen to see introduced. You'll now be able to view every league to see which positions are open, how likely you are to be considered for that job, or even which managers are at risk, so you can target their club as a future opportunity. From here, you'll watch the manager carousel unfold, with managers getting the sack for poor form or failing club objectives. We're also introduced...
See, that manager market's a cool one. Like what happened with in my 3S career mode where I got fired, it'd be good to be able to go, okay, let me see across the board. Let me see like not just one job. Like let me see every league, because you know what? Maybe I don't want to go to the Premier League. Maybe I want to go to League 2. Maybe I want to go to, Norwegian League and build back up. Like that, I like that. I think that means that you'll see managers, like real managers, moving teams as well. I think they showed that in their original trailer. That would be like if you're playing the game and you see that Pep left Man City and signed with another team, that's cool, right? But what would make it better is if you physically, like if you can actually see it happen. So if let's say Pep leaves Man City and Jose Mourinho comes in, I better see Man City playing like a Jose Mourinho Man City and not a Pep Man City, right? Otherwise, it's meh, but it's a cool little feature, I think.
Introducing caretaker managers who oversee the role for a limited time after departure.
Pretty
And with
cool.
the right results, they'll even be able to earn the job on a full-time basis. Clubs will appoint managers using the same principles that we see in football, approaching candidates with similar pedigrees and tactical styles. Manager movement won't be rare. In fact, it'll be about as common as it is in the real world. And while Manager Market will be your go-to place for all manager news and info, you'll also hear commentary as you enter matches that alert you to managers in trouble, making their debut and more.
Heat's on the manager now.
As we mentioned in our gameplay deep dive, Korea now has its own dedicated gameplay experience called Authentic.
So this is the big one. Authentic gameplay. If this is true, if they don't tweak this gameplay based on what people are complaining about on the Ultimate Team side, like the pros and whatnot, that is huge. That is huge. Because that's one of the biggest complaints. Like even FC25, FC24 suffered from it big time as well. But FC25, we all can remember there's a specific thing that happened and they just only recently fixed it. If you remember, the first bit, when FC25 first came out, corner kicks and headed goals were a little common. It happened maybe a little too much, but you can do it. Ultimate Team players complained and they nerfed it so bad that for about 8 months, you couldn't score a header off a corner kick. And then near the end of the cycle, they fixed it and now it's back to being able to score a header again. But like they nerfed it so bad, it ruined career mode because people in career mode were happy. Like I don't mind. I'm not playing with players like fucking Icon David Beckham who can put the cross in to the pinpoint spot every single time. I'm playing with a 65 rated left back, so let me have a chance at least, right? This authentic gameplay, I don't even care what they call it, as long as the gameplay is different from Ultimate Team. As long as when I play the first month in or second month in and they do their first patch, things that Ultimate Team players want does not trickle down to career mode players when career mode players aren't complaining about it. Or vice versa. If career mode players are saying, hey, this game's too fast, can you slow it down? Do that and leave Ultimate Team alone, right? If this is accurate, this is I think a big change.
Gameplay, tailored specifically to deliver the immersive, true-to-football experience our career players want.
Beautiful.
In addition to refining the gameplay fundamentals, goalkeeping and tackling, passing, pace and physicality, we've recalibrated a number of specific details to make authentic gameplay responsive, realistic and enjoyable. Rebounds, blocks and bounces will all be governed by physics to create more authentic and sometimes unpredictable moments. Your AI teammates...
So, before we go on, I just want to say, the fact that they said that, now bounce backs and tackles and stuff is going to be based on real world physics. So what were you guys doing before? What was happening before? Like, that whole idea of things being scripted, that makes me feel like when we were saying, oh crap, this stuff is scripted, we were right. You know what I mean? Like, now the deflections are based on real physics, but before they weren't? What are you saying? Oh, it's probably like the biggest complaint across the board from pros, Ultimate Team players, all the way down to like pro clubs players and like everybody complained about how common or how often you like, okay, it was so bad. It would be so bad that I would show replays on my streams where like a player is coming, let's say running from right to left. I, as the defender, stick my foot out and hit the ball from the left to right. So you would assume the ball would go that way, back where it's coming from. Okay? But if that way was my player and over here was their player, the ball would bounce off my defender and go left, from right to left to their extra player instead of going left to right back to my player. So it's not even about the bounce backs. It was how often the ball bounced back to their team regardless of where they were. Like you would make a straight on tackle and the ball would go to the closest opposition player, not in the direction the tackle was made, which made it that much more egregious. So again, this real world physics thing, the hell were you guys doing before? Scripting it? Come on.
We'll keep tighter defensive lines and be more compact in the midfield. Tackles, headers and corners will feel true to real-world success rates. Every detail has been geared towards that feeling of immersion, making sure that authentic gameplay lives up to its name and your feedback for how career should play. And for those who prefer the feel of competitive gameplay, you'll still be able to toggle your career experience between the two different gameplay presets. Unexpected events also...
So I don't like the competitive gameplay name. So what are you saying? People that want a realistic game style don't want competitive? I think that's gonna mess with people's minds because they're gonna be like, oh, you know, I'm playing on Ultimate or I'm playing on Legendary and I'm doing too well. Let me go to competitive mode. No, I say the same thing about right now, the competitive mode flag that they have. All it does is make the AI do 6,000 skill moves before playing the ball forward. Like it's so stupid. That's not competitive. That is nonsense. Like competitive mode should make the AI you're facing smarter, less prone to making mistakes. But the ball going down to the wing and the guy at the corner flag doing 6,000 skill moves, going back and forth, skill move, and then passing it there. Like that's not competitive. That's stupid.
Also new this year, and like Manager Market, they're built to deliver more of the variety, excitement, and unpredictability we see.
They stole my idea.
Each unexpected event will test you in different ways as a manager. Some events affect you financially. A budget malfunction could freeze your funds for a limited amount of time. A new behind-the-scenes documentary at your club could leave you with fresh cash to spend. Other events affect your dressing room. A wage leak could cause unrest, or you could find yourself in a contract showdown with a star player. Each unexpected event is an opportunity to step up and make the right choices to navigate whatever comes your way. It's important to note, however, that unexpected events are optional. When you start a career, you'll be able to choose how frequently they happen or turn them off entirely.
Yo. What the frick? Have people at EA been watching my stream? What the frick? I'm glad that it's involved, like they've added stuff like this because it makes it more interesting for everybody else. But that's my idea. How dare you? But I like it. Again, it adds to that realism aspect, right? Like again, some of the problems you have with career mode is if you don't mess with the injury toggle, your players never get injured. I think the transfer budget, I think things like that are really, really interesting and make the game more fun. So it's cool, but it's my idea, you sons of... How dare you?
We've overhauled stat tracking this year based on your feedback. You'll now be able to see in-depth data for up to 5 leagues of your choice, from top goal scorers and assist makers to match ratings, clean sheets and more. And you can assign scouts as you look through the data, so you don't miss out on players you discover through the analytics. Now, data from the previous year will also be available, allowing you to identify trends and track progress. We want a realistic career. That's what we hear from you most, and we're confident that realism will be the heart of career in FC26. Thanks to the new manager market, unexpected events, deeper stats, dedicated authentic gameplay, and even new challenges to mirror true football storylines and repeat the feats of real-world managers. Look out for more career details in the pitch notes and on our social channels, including a look at the new additions to player career like archetypes and all new storylines. Pre-order the FC26 Ultimate Edition now to get 3 icons in Manager Career, plus 6,000 FC points and a range of Ultimate Team benefits, including a debut icon at launch and an icon today in FC25.
Again, it's that thing of like, I like what I hear. I like some of this stuff. The fact that they stole my story ideas kind of bugs me, but hey, that's fine. The thing I'm most interested in is the authentic gameplay, and it's the fixing of the goalkeepers, having your midfielders and defenders play better defense and stuff like that. It's that thing of like, right now, I'm on ultimate difficulty. The last 3 games I played, each game had at least 6 goals scored before the first half, before the end of the half. Dumb. When I do the Operation Sports sliders and it tweaks a bunch of stuff, my games end 1-0, 2-1. They go 0-0 a lot of the time. Like, much more realistic gameplay, much more realistic outcomes. The default outcome, the default settings of this game is geared towards Ultimate Team players who want to see high scoring and lots of goals and stuff like that. But that's not authentic. Interesting video. I'd like to see what the pitch notes say. Maybe we'll look at the pitch notes one day.